right, y'all. What's going on? Bobby Holloway, aka HK2 Production, and you know I got my guest with me.
Clyde Denreal, First Time Fishing Adventures.
Now, we talked the last time about like the baits that we used when we was out fishing. Now, we showed the baits that worked. We didn't show the baits that I was throwing out before I couldn't catch nothing until I finally said, you know what? Let me get on the jerk bait. Because I did like the paddle tail, the white swim bait, and what else did I use?
Lipless crankbait.
The lipless crankbait, yeah. And I just knew I was going to catch something off of either one. Nothing. As soon as I threw a jerk bait out, instantly.
I shouldn't have told him.
I know, right? You still ain't telling me.
My fault. No,
you ain't tell me.
He figured it out, cause I was laughing at him.
Yeah, you laughing at me. You kept on catching all these fish and ain't catching nothing. I'm like, so he think he's slick.
He figured it out.
But what we're going to do today is talk about some of the rods that we use when we do go fishing. You want to go ahead and show yours first?
Your house, you go first.
All right.
It's his home. Let him go first.
Now, this one is kind of interchangeable. I have so many purposes for this one. Now, this is my Shakespeare Intrepid. And got braided line on it, which Clyde put that on for me because I don't use a lot of braided line. I'm telling you, I like these. I like this line, especially for this rod. I can get hung up on a tree and I can literally pull the tree down.
Now ask him, can he do that with that monofilament or that?
My rod and everything be gone. Sometimes I'll put like a worm on here. And that's thanks to Clyde, because Clyde the one that put this on for me. So thank you, brother. I'll do like a worm on this. Sometimes I'll do like a spinner bait. Beetle spin. Mirror lure. That's the purpose I only use just for this rod. All right? And what are you going to do?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Now, y'all know the incident I had earlier this fall. This is my lures, and I kind of underestimated the weight of that bass with the pole. He snapped the pole in the middle.
I knew you were hot about that thing.
Yes, sir, because I've been had this combo over 6 years, and there was no problem with it. That was my go-to as far as limbs, bushes, overhang, you name it. Which you don't have to worry about doing a lot of backlashes with this because it's self-spooling, so you don't have to worry about controlling this. When the bait hits the water, it stops. But you see, I had to buy me a new rod. This is my Dowell 6-foot rod. I love 6-foot rods because you can get in little places, you can make it crawl, and you know. But this right here is a good combo, and this right here is what I pretty much use if I'm gonna be doing a lot of casting out and winding in, especially in the wind, against the wind. And always go with weight on this. Just like I said, I mostly use this for jerk baits, mirror lures, salt water, because lures have a good grease system, they have a good burn system, and they hold up against salt water pretty good. So this is my go-to as far as them kind of activities.
All right. All right, so on to the next one. All right, now, this is my Shimano, but this is Shimano rod. Daggone jerk baits.
Cut. We were just talking about that like magnets. I knew you were going to do that. Oh, shit. It got him, y'all.
Bloopers. But no, this is my... Look, can't even get it out, boy. Thing got me good. But this is my Shimano rod with my Lew's reel. And, of course, you know I got that jerk bait that was tearing all them bass up that day.
I still want my jerk bait back.
I told him he ain't getting back to mine.
We do that, y'all.
But no, this one is my medium. And I use this a lot. I mean, because this one is really worked in. And I usually use trilene. Around about 12 pounds. Sometimes I use like a 17 pound, but I normally stick with just a 12 pound. But this one has a lot of durability. I've had this a few years now. Probably about like 3-4 years. And one thing I like about rods nowadays, it'll say like length 6'6". All right, line mono 6 to 15 pounds, which I got 12 pounds. Power Pro 10 to 20 pounds. Lure weight 1/4 to 3/4 ounce. I literally, if it's 1/4 or 3/4 ounce, that's going this pole. My little spinning ones, if it's under that or if it's above 4 ounces, I use the next pole I'll show you in a minute. But I like when they show that on the back because it tells you every weight of the bait has a purpose for the size of your rod. So I like that. All right, Clyde.
After I snapped my 6-foot rod, I said, okay, well, maybe I need to double up. So what I did, I went and bought the Angler's bait casting rod. I already had the White Max Cast King bait caster. So this right here, it does the same thing. Just like Bobby said, it lets you know the recommendations of what to use, what weight, how the rod is going to perform, how the line is going to feed off, which is good. Now this right here is my 7-foot heavy.
Good God, oh my.
Yeah, this right here, I guess I can hook it to the back of my truck and pull my truck with it. And I use anywhere from 30 to 40 pound braid. And I tell you, this combo is awesome. It performs awesome. And one day soon, I'm going to do, well, I ain't going to even say that. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that out. So bleep. So just like I said, I'm very satisfied with this combo right here. Performs well, goes well. I don't care what you put on this. If you set your tension right,
to loosen your drag,
and it controls how much line feeds off the. And this right here is the 7x3x1, and this is awesome. Bait casters are awesome. I used to hate them, but I can't go bad with a bait caster.
Right now, on to the next one. Once again, I want to say shout out to Wayne Carlson.
I love that rod. That's an awesome rod.
Yeah, Wayne and 6 Gill Fishing. Definitely shout out to both of y'all. This one is a 6 Gill Saga. It's a Typhoon. And when I say this bad boy can go, it's like a braking system. I can cast that up like and it goes just like that.
I love it. So,
on this one, I use my lipless crankbaits. I use my football jigs and chatterbaits. That's pretty much the only 3 that I would throw off of this. Unless it's like an actual shark on the end and I'm casting it using it for bait. This bad boy, you need some heavy baits. Because if not, I always get a bird nest. So that's why I use the heavyweights on these. But I mean, I love the color. I like how far it can cast. The ratio is 7-to-1. And if you want to be able to do where it's freestyle, if you unhook your bail, you can set it to medium or max. So I normally do it to max so I don't spool too fast. But if you do it medium, it's like if you're going to have to control it more. And I haven't got that skill set yet. But overall, I do enjoy this. And more bait casts to come.
Oh, definitely. You know, so just like he said, he done got me hooked. As you will see after I pull up the next bait caster, this is the next one I bought immediately after the one that he chucked me on to, which I thank you, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, no doubt.
He got my foot in the door with using bait caster because I'm like, I don't use no bait caster, man. But I tell you, I love them. Now, going further, this right here is the new set that I bought. This right here is the Cast King Speed Demon. And this right here, and this rod is the Daiwa 7-foot rod, and this is medium heavy, but it's a little bit lean towards the heavy than the medium. And on this, I don't care what you put on this to throw it out, because it's 9-to-3-to-1, and it's sensitive either with heavy or light. And I had to figure that out because I thought it was only for heavy. It's for medium and heavy. It don't matter. And this thing right here, it hardly ever bird casters. And just like I said, on all my bait casters, I use anywhere from 30 to 40 pound braid. And this thing, when it spools out, you have to watch it because it keeps going. And you've been up through up a tree on the other side because of the gear ratio on this. I mean, it just flows. And I didn't just buy any rod for this. I did my research. I figured out what I wanted to buy. And this right here also is a 7. And just like I said, Bobby good with knowing what to use, how to use it, how to set it up and all that stuff, gear ratio and all stuff. Now, this right here is awesome. It's just like I said, you can use heavy, you can use medium on it, you can use light wad. And see, if you notice, most of my reels when I'm fishing, I go weightless, especially during the summer with my worms.
I don't know how you do it on a bait.
Oh, without even bird casting, because you know the rubber ain't but so heavy, and the hook, and that's it. But this thing is superior when throwing out medium weight, heavyweight, or lightweight. It don't matter. So I love it. It's awesome setup. I mean, awesome setup.
It almost kind of reminds me of a transformer, the reel, like a little transformer. Look at that. They say, what's the saying? Transformers more than meets the eye.
And you notice this cast key is the head of it is big. I mean, and see, I have big hands, so this right here is a custom fit to me. So the creators of the Cast King Speed Demon, 2 thumbs up because I love it. I mean, this is an awesome setup.
And you know one thing I want to say about the Speed Demon? Pull over, boy, and get your ticket right.
Oh man, you really start having up.
Kind of getting comfortable doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's definitely what we use when we're going out fishing.
Yes.
So definitely tomorrow we're gonna try to go to.
You know something, since we got, and you know something, I can't just let this go because it really bothers me. But we have another place where, and we're not gonna tell you guys, but it ain't hard to find. It's in Greenville. It's not hard to find. But if you find a place, you will know, especially during the winter, because it's real rewarding as far as, oh my goodness, man, every kind of
pikes,
species
bass,
of fish.
crappie, perch.
Oh my goodness, even shad. Yeah. Oh my goodness, some of the biggest shad back there. See what I do, I take the shad and I cut them up and I freeze them. So when I take the boat out during the summer, you catch anything.
Yep.
Shad is a good bait to use anything for.
Yes, so right. We appreciate y'all for stopping on by. If you like what we're doing, please give us a thumb up.
Yes.
Give us a comment. Yes. HK2 Production.
Clyde Demery or First Time Fishing Adventures.
And we out.
And there's more to come.